Hello everybody, here we have a really fun one from back in the day. It's Scatman by Scatman John. And super techno electronic song, but we can have some fun arrangements with just like the basic chord structure and the synth elements and even some of the vocal elements we're gonna make for guitar, so it should be pretty fun here. And just to kick it off, we're gonna get into this progression. All right, it's just 3 chords. Nice and easy throughout the whole song. And it's going to start with a C sharp chord. So we'll just be at that 4, the A666 on the DGB. Alright. And then it's going to jump up to F minor. So we come all the way up to the 8 on the A. We do 10 and 10 on the D and G, 9 on the B, 8 on the E. Okay, nice F minor there. And then down 2 frets to finish on the D sharp, E flat, whatever you like, and just a regular major there. And this is going to carry for 2 measures. Alright, and then this just repeats throughout the song. Alright, now we can get into some of these synth lines. There's this main synth riff here, and it's kind of just repeating a measure and then switching down and then repeating a couple measures again. And it's just kind of exercise and picking here and getting the timing right on these. It's going to start all the way up at the 8 on the E, and then we're going to go between that basically and like the 6 on the B. So we'll hit the 8 on the E, 6B. Now we're going to pull off from the 9 on the B to 6. Okay. And now the second part of that, we do 8 to 6 again, to 9, and then a quick 6, 9. Okay, so it's just some really quick notes, just, electronically getting punched in there at nice tempo. So something like, slowly we'll do it. Okay. Alright, you just keep working on that till you get it up to tempo. Okay, just get through it twice there. Okay, and then it's going to shift down now, and we're going to be going between the 6 on the E to the 4 on the B, but we want to keep our pointer finger on the 3 of the E also, because we're going to be mixing that in there. Okay, and this is going to go 6E, 4B, now that 3 on the E, and then quickly back to 4 on the B. Okay. Alright, and then we do 6E, 4B again. And then we do 3E to 4B, not quite as close together as before. But now we want to put a 3 on the E quickly on the back of that 4. Okay, so just getting the timing on these is kind of the trick. Something like that, okay? Alright, and then just put it all together. Alright, now we can get into some of these vocal riffs. Just basically mimicking, there is a synth that actually mimics this part of the vocal, so it can count. And so we want to play it anyway, it's fun. So we got 4 on the E, then we do 3 to 4, pull off 3 to 1, and then finish on the 1 of the B. So now you're hearing it, just following that vocal. Okay, then that's the first measure. We get into that second measure, hold for count or 2, and then we kind of do like the last half of what we just did. 3 to 4, pull off 3 to 1 to 1 on the B. Okay, so that first half now is. Alright, in the second half of this, it's basically the same, but we're just changing that last note. Okay, so it's going to be that 4 on the E, 3 4, 3 1 pull off. But now we're going to finish by doing the 3 on the G. Okay, just following that vocal. And then the first run through this whole thing, okay, we'll get through that third measure where we end on that 3 on the G. Then we kind of start like we usually would, where we just kind of wait a couple counts and then do the last half of the riff. Okay, that 3 4 and then 3 1 pull off. But here we're kind of wanting to get through it again, so he puts these little pickup notes in there that are just a bunch of first frets on the E. So you just hit 1 and then hit 4 really quick. So we'll just try this all together now. Alright, and then the second run through this whole thing, it's exactly the same, but at the very end, instead of adding those, that little cluster of first frets on the E there, it's just going to end like the previous measure did on the 3. Okay, so. Alright, and then the second vocal riff that comes in, usually towards at the end of the previous one we just did. It's just this funny little grouping of single notes with a quick little half step note mixed in there. So it's just 3rd fret on the G, and we're going to do about 6 of these. And then a quick hammer on from, you can either hammer on or slide, whatever you like best, from 2nd back to that 3. Okay. And then 3 more of these 3rd fret on the Gs. Okay. Just following that vocal still. Okay. Alright, and then we get into the second measure, wait a couple beats, and then just do that last half of that again. 2nd onto the 3, and then 3 more. Okay. Alright, and if you want to follow that little chorus riff that he does, where he says, "I'm the Scatman," it's just basically 2 first frets on the E, 4, back to 1. Okay, nice and easy. Alright, and towards the end he kind of alters it a little bit, where we go a couple of those 1s, and then we go 6, 4 on the E. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.